one thing, but we want fairness, better health care, better residuals. I literally get 1 cent residuals.
Industry, they were all white.
Tyler Perry is in hot water, and it looks like the heat is not going down anytime soon. Every day, there's a new person spilling some juicy gossip, and the latest one is Tichina Arnold. She's allegedly preparing to expose some huge secrets that could destroy Tyler's amazing career. Now, we all know Tyler Perry is a big deal in the entertainment industry. He's a powerhouse who's created an empire with his incredible work. So, if Tichina has something on him, it must be really serious. Maybe even worse than what we already know. The rumors are flying that whatever Tichina has in store could be the end of Tyler's career. It makes people wonder what he could have done that might set off the cancel culture and ruin the legacy he's worked so hard to build. Sure, Tyler Perry is not someone who can be easily pushed out of the industry, given his huge influence and contributions. But if these new revelations are true, it's going to be a big deal. Anyway, let's get into it. Alright, let me tell you more about the Tichina Arnold situation. Tichina is not just some newbie in Hollywood. She's been making a splash for a long time. This talented black actress has made a mark with amazing performances in both movies and TV shows, becoming a household name. Remember that legendary show Martin? Tichina was the powerhouse behind the lively character Pamela James, making the show a classic. And let's not forget her role in Everybody Hates Chris, where she played the tough but funny Rochelle Rock. The sitcom got a lot of praise, highlighting her acting skills. But Tichina is not just about the glitz and glamour of Hollywood. She's a legend not just for her talent, but for her lasting career. She's not afraid to show her versatility beyond acting. And her advocacy for diversity and more opportunities for black actors in the industry is next level. Now, here's where things get real. Tichina Arnold is facing some problems, even with all her fame. We're talking about being underpaid, folks. She's not keeping quiet about it either. She's out here fighting for better health care, fair residuals, and equal treatment for black actors. She's not just talking the talk, she's walking the walk, actively pushing for some serious changes. And guess what? She's revealing the Hollywood industry's dirty secrets. Famous actors getting underpaid? Yeah, that's the problem. Tichina even revealed that she got paid $0 as a residual. And get this, the paper the residual was printed on cost more than that 1 cent. Now, Tyler Perry is right in the middle of the scandal. Remember Monique a few months ago? She didn't hold back at the Apollo Theater, going after Tyler Perry, along with Lee Daniels and Oprah Winfrey. Accusations were flying about being unfairly shut out from Hollywood. Monique spent over a decade calling out Lee Daniels, Oprah Winfrey, and Tyler Perry, claiming they worked together to blackball her for not doing promotional press for the 2009 film Precious. The real drama started when Oprah and Tyler decided Monique should hit the press circuit for the film without any paycheck. Monique wasn't having it and said, "No, not in my contract." According to Monique, she only got a measly $50K for the whole movie, which was barely enough. Now they wanted her to fly around the world promoting the film for free? Not on Monique's watch. But Oprah and Tyler didn't take her no well at all. Instead, they started ruining her reputation in the industry, spreading a story about her being difficult to work with. Monique revealed the tea, saying Tyler Perry said to her, "You might want to think about promoting this film because if you get an Oscar nomination, your next film is $3 to $5 million, and if you win it, your next film is $6 to $8 million. And Monique was like, "Wait a minute, I'm a black woman, where are they paying those wages, brother?" She directly told Tyler, "I won't work for free, I've done my part, one can't go abroad and do this for free." They kept arguing with Tyler, saying he doesn't agree with giving money away for free, and Monique responding, "I don't agree with working for free, so we're on the same page." It's a classic case of conflict and values, and Monique wasn't giving up.
He goes on about his spiel, I said, well, listen, you can write me the check for me to go overseas. I don't care where the money comes from, but I'm not going to do it for free. He says, well, I don't believe in giving money away for free. I said, I don't believe in working for free, so we're on the same page.
She also accused Tyler Perry of allegedly sabotaging her acting opportunities. According to Monique, it all happened after she rejected a request to fly to France for the Cannes Film Festival related to promoting the movie Precious. So listen, the movie studio first asked her to fly to France, but Monique, with her busy schedule as a talk show host, comedian, and family woman, politely declined. They tried to make the offer more appealing by offering to upgrade her hotel room, but she and her husband stood their ground, saying, "No, we're going to spend this time with our family." When the third call came and they asked what would it take to get Monique to France, her husband directly asked, "Is there a price attached to it?" That's when they revealed that they would never pay for anyone to do promotions for a movie. Monique disclosed she was paid only $50,000 for Precious, and it wasn't about the money. She agreed to do it with her friend. The interviewer pressed on, suggesting she needed the money to support her family and pay bills, and Monique replied, "I think that's what America tells us. We all say I won't do it for free." She explained that when the movie studio refused to pay for her Cannes appearance, they didn't upset her, but then the story started spreading, painting Monique as demanding and difficult. The whole thing came down to a simple request that they knew couldn't be fulfilled, but suddenly Monique found herself labeled, and that's where the drama began.
And we said we understood, because what people didn't know was I was paid $50,000 to do the movie Precious. And it really wasn't about the money, and I'm not complaining because I signed up to do it with my friend. Set a precedence and pay you to do this. We didn't have an issue with them.
Okay.
But that's when the reports came that now Monique is being demanding and she's being difficult.
Monique also demanded an apology from Oprah and Tyler Perry that we're still waiting for. Even 50 Cent backed up Monique when this happened. According to 50, he asked Tyler about Monique's blacklisting, and Tyler's response was like, "I never told anyone not to work with her," but 50 hit him with the reality, saying, "But you're Tyler Perry and you never told anyone to." He couldn't comprehend why Monique was out of the picture for 13 long years just because of something she said.
Like, nah, I never told no one not to work with her. And I said, "But you Tyler Perry and you never told anyone to."
People are saying that Monique's story is similar to what Tichina was stirring up about, because why wouldn't Tyler Perry and his team want to pay Monique fairly for her hard work and instead ruin her career? Tichina, being an industry insider, is allegedly revealing how Tyler might be the mastermind of these schemes. Now, Tyler Perry is not new to the spotlight. He dominated the Atlanta theater scene and hit the jackpot with his Madea series. But let's be honest, his journey wasn't easy. Word is his ego might have gone too far, leading to conflicts even with heavyweights like Oprah. In Hollywood, you have to play some shady cards to make it big, right? And Tyler Perry seems to know the game. Alright, so after smashing it at the box office, Tyler Perry moved to TV with the hit sitcom House of Pain. But when it came to getting a sweet syndication deal and a spin-off called Meet the Browns, things got ugly. According to Deadline, Perry fired 4 writers asking for union contracts, causing drama in the industry. It was a bad look. "I felt like I was slapped in the face, like we were exploited," writer Terry Brown Jackson told Deadline. "We were good enough to create over 100 episodes, but now when it comes to enjoying the benefits of the show being syndicated and having other spin-offs from it, he decides to let us go unless we agree to a terrible offer." Kelly Griffin, the head writer for House of Pain, said she wasn't giving up without a fight. "Well, I hope something good comes out of this for us. If this fight helps future Black writers get what they deserve, that's a good thing." But what was Perry's response? He said he's writing everything himself now. But his union problems didn't end there. In 2015, actor unions SAG-AFTRA and Actors Equity banned their members from Perry's play Madea on the Run because his production company wouldn't sign those union contracts. It seems like Perry's profit game isn't getting applause from everyone in the business. But it doesn't stop there. Tyler Perry has faced other allegations like suddenly firing writers, casting stereotypical characters, and spreading harmful stereotypes about Black women. So after House of Pain and Meet the Browns became huge hits, cultural critic Jam Lem wrote an open letter to Tyler Perry and NPR published it. Lemieux directly told Perry she didn't like how he used stereotypes in his work. She said, through her, "The country has laughed at one of the most important members of the Black community, Mother Dear, the beloved matriarch." I just can't get on board with seeing Mother Dear played by a 6 feet 3 inches man with prosthetic breasts swinging in the air. Our mothers and grandmothers deserve much more than that. Heck, our fathers and grandfathers deserve more. Mr. Perry, you have told the Hollywood old guard to kiss your behind, and I respect that, brother. But many black folks have shared some of the same views about your work that white critics have. And guess who else joined the criticism party? None other than film director Spike Lee. He didn't hesitate to call out Perry for those stereotypical characters. According to Spike, the industry could improve its game by getting rid of those one-dimensional characters in Perry's blockbuster, but in his words, prejudiced and absurd movies.
Yeah, a lot of stuff that's on today is coonery buffoonery, and I know it's making a lot of money.
So Tyler Perry's casting choices and how he portrays characters are causing a stir, sparking discussions about his whole business approach. Some people are saying Perry tends to put dark-skinned actors in villain roles while making white characters the heroes in his films. Even Chris Rock joined in, pointing out a pattern in Perry's movies. Rock noticed there's not a lot of nice and respectful dark-skinned boyfriends in Perry's films. To make his point clear, he brought up Tupac Shakur, saying Perry's films could use a bit more diversity in character representation. He said Tupac could be a political leader if he was alive, but then again, Tupac could be in a Tyler Perry movie right now, so you don't know. He could be Tupac, the bad dark-skinned boyfriend in the Tyler Perry movie. So Chris Rock's deal was this. He's saying Tupac, who was a big deal in his rap days, might not get a hero role if he got a spot in a Tyler Perry flick. Rock thinks based on Perry's usual casting moves, the chances of Tupac getting cast as a hero would be pretty low. Just Rock sharing his thoughts on how things work in the Tyler Perry movie universe. He further went on saying, I wish he was a senator, but he might be pushing Jill Scott down a flight of stairs. So Chris Rock and Lee are on the same page, pointing out that Tyler Perry's casting and storytelling choices might be influencing some movies' success thanks to some biases. Take Steve Harris in one of Perry's classics, Diary of a Mad Black Woman. He's playing Charles McCarter, a successful lawyer who turns out to be far from the perfect husband. Shockingly, he tells his wife about another woman in his life and then treats her like garbage, eventually throwing her out. And then there's Blair Underwood, known for his role in LA Law and rocking Hollywood for over 4 decades. He shared some tea about his early career and an encounter with the legendary Sidney Poitier. Back in the 80s, seeing black faces on screen was like finding a needle in a haystack. And when they did show up, the roles were pretty limited and full of stereotypes, not giving much variety for black TV viewers. Blair Underwood knows the struggle firsthand. He and Denzel Washington were like the poster guys for black male representation on TV and in movies at that time, getting praise for their work. Hollywood was still stuck in the same rut in the 90s, according to Underwood. Every black actor and actress in Hollywood, no matter how famous or skilled, were all competing to audition for the same roles. Same old challenges, just a different decade. And speaking of roles, Philip Van Leer got his chance at playing a villain in Tyler's movies. He had a recurring role in the first and second seasons of a show, playing the part of a lion. Overman also played a nasty character in Tyler's Madea Goes to Jail as Linda Davis, a jealous assistant district attorney with a secret life of fraud and evidence tampering. Then there's Ronrico Lee, who played Chuck, an assistant district attorney and Joshua's friend. And who could forget Brian White, landing a villain role in Tyler Perry's I Can Do Bad All by Myself as Randy, the abusive boyfriend and the main bad guy. Another Tyler Perry's movie, A Fall from Grace, where Crystal Fox plays Grace Waters. She's been through a lot with her ex-husband's affair and decides to give love another try with Mehcad Brooks. But as she gets closer to him, she discovers some seriously dark secrets. Grace's journey takes a twisted turn into love, betrayal, and the consequences of people's choices. Now, Tyler Perry's movies like Acrimony always spark debates on Twitter and other social platforms. Some people call out Perry for constantly showing the struggles of black women dealing with men's actions in his film. On the other hand, others say he's just highlighting real-life issues that many black women can relate to. Also, critics aren't giving Tyler Perry a pass, despite his contributions to the Black community. They're saying, hold on, let's talk about the mistakes. They point to moments in his movies and shows where Black women get a bad deal or face some nasty stuff. Some argue that Perry's works kind of push this idea that respectability politics is the only way for his characters to find happiness and success. Plus, there's this concern that he's holding on to a lot of creative control, possibly ignoring other talented Black and brown female writers and directors in the industry. Take his adaptation of For Colored Girls Who Have Considered Suicide When the Rainbow Is Enough as an example. These critics are basically saying, hey Tyler, we want to see more nuanced and responsible portrayals in your work. So let's talk about the Madea style of comedy. It's hilarious, no doubt, but some people say there's more to it. Dave Chappelle on Oprah's show asked a question: why do we see so many Black actors creating and playing female characters? When I see that they put every Black man in the movies in a dress at some point in their career, I start wondering why all these brothers have to wear a dress. So Dave Chappelle shared some tea about how he got asked to wear a dress in a movie alongside Martin Lawrence. He wasn't feeling it and told the producers it wasn't relevant to the scene. But they kept pushing him, saying all the greats did it and got rewarded. Dave just didn't vibe with it, not because wearing a dress is an issue on its own, but because he felt the industry was trying to corner Black artists into doing whatever it took for success. They kept pressuring him until they realized he wouldn't budge. Dave revealed this whole experience was an eye-opener. It took being told to wear a dress for him to connect the dots and realize this wasn't just his struggle. Lots of other Black men had been asked to do the same. Martin Lawrence rocked it in Big Mama's House. Eddie Murphy pulled it off in the Nutty Professor series. And Jamie Foxx left a mark with his unforgettable Ugly Wanda on In Living Color. Then you've got the Wayans brothers trying their hand at it with White Chicks. Oh, and we can't forget the less successful Joanna Man in the mix of all this. Tyler Perry takes the cake. Now that's a Hollywood roller coaster, right? As fans, we're starting to see that it's not all sparkles and shine in Tinseltown. More and more people are speaking up, just like Tichina Arnold, airing their grievances about the industry's darker side. There's this growing belief among many that Hollywood would be a much better place for talented actors if heavyweights like Tyler Perry were shown the door. What are your thoughts on this wild ride? Drop your comments below and we'll catch you in the next video.